Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Roanne, and it is the end of 2025. Today is December 31st, and the last video I did like this was at the end of August, start of September, end of August, right before I started chemo. So I figured I should do a follow-up video. I am done with that part of treatment. I'm not done with all of the treatment. I have other stuff to continue on for 2 years. But this is where I am. So came in to share some learnings and what's going on and all of that good stuff. So let's start at the top, right? And our outside world reflects our inside world. That's one of the things I have learned and I live by. And so when I want to address things, I always go, well, what's going on inside, right? I did network marketing for quite a few years, and network marketing has a huge personal development component to it. And one of the things that I learned was repeated over and over again is that money reveals who you are. It doesn't make who you are, it reveals who you are. And I'm going to say yes. Illness also does that. Challenges do that. Whatever is inside of us will show out, come out when we have things, good or bad. Another line I love is we take ourselves wherever we go. So, anyway, so some of the things, I'm going to start, first of all, with just a little bit, not too much detail. Like, this chemo treatment was one of the hardest things I have ever done in my life. It physically hard, emotionally hard, because when you do things that affect your gut, my gut was, oh my goodness, it affects your emotions, and said life's been lifing, so it's been a really, really challenging past few years. I will say I do, because in health coaching I do, we look at emotional conflicts behind the symptoms folks are experiencing. And the thing is, like, we can't always see our blind spots. So in the journey to where we're going, we may not see the things that are tripping us up. So we get to a point and go, oh. And so from this vantage point, I can say that, yes, I do see the emotional conflicts that led to the cancer. I see them. I see them clearly now. And one of the things I've learned have been practicing, because life has just led me to that place where this is my practice, is detachment. It's become one of my favorite words. I have it up on my wall. I have it. And the funny thing is, like, my one word for this year was trust. And you can't trust if you don't let go. So yeah, the detachment is the practice. And one of the things that in relation to detachment that I realized this year is that, well, I realized it before, because I had used the phrase muddying the water, and to say, when I try to make things happen, this is me muddying the water. And when I don't do that, when I let things go, I go, okay, divine, this is what I want, and leave it alone, then there's less of me muddying the water. So more about detachment. And that has to do with, if you really look at how things materialize, and you look at it from like a quantum physics level, and you look at it in terms of, energy, and how it works. Like, even Schrodinger's cat's experiment, like, if you look at it that way, it that's what it is. It's me taking my hand out of the pot of trying to make things happen and just go, okay, what do I want? Okay, divine, you see what I want, guide me to it. And I will say that looking at how things showed up for me throughout this treatment, like going into it, I was like, okay, I want this and this and this. No, I'm not working. I don't know how I'm going to get it. I don't know where it's going to come from. But every single thing that I said I wanted to have to go into treatment or to help me through treatment, I got it. I got it. And I didn't get most of it by people giving it to me or giving me money. Like, it came through some divine channel. It was just amazing. And then there were things here that I didn't think I needed until I needed them. And I would go into my mom's closet. And like, she had this vibration plate and she had this other like stuff that I ended up needing that was just there when I needed it. Didn't know I needed it. And that's what it was. So hardest period of my life, hardest thing I've ever done, yet one of the most miraculous times of my life, one of the most divinely showing out, like divine showing out. It's been amazing. Now, I don't know if you guys hear my like slurring. My jaw has been twisted since right after my first treatment, and it's, you know, like I'm done. It's been about 2 weeks since the last one, so I'm just like, please, you know, I'm hoping by week 4 my mouth is a lot better than it's been doing. Yeah, it's hard. Anyway, so detachment. So something else I want to share, and it's for, I want to say, my mature ladies. Sugar and blood glucose is something that is so important at this phase of life, in relation to aging and hormones, and in relation to even just going through this cancer thing. That was the thing that really, I think, threw my jaw off. So much so that I literally had to cut every carb and starch and sugar and every single bit of thing out. Have I been 100% perfect with that? No. But for the most part, I've had to do that. That's what it's been. And I could feel the difference. So I could feel the difference, like if I have something and when I let myself not have it. Yeah. Yeah, the forgetting thing is, it's just been like, it's not just the hormones, it's the chemo, it's drinking, it's making me a little crazy. Because I'm like, I don't forget things, but now I do. I will like put it down, turn around, totally gone. But anyway, glucose and blood sugar is what I was talking about. And with the hormonal changes, like, you have to mind your glucose level. It has to do with insulin and receptors. Like, it's a whole, like, you think about, you know, head bone's connected to your ankle bone kind of thing. Every system in your body that communicates has, like, okay, I'm all over the place. Hormones are messengers. Hormones are messengers. Your endocrine system uses hormones as messengers. So when there is too much of something and your glucose receptivity is lowered, problematic. We're talking potential hot flashes. We're talking all kinds of stuff. So not just because it was a cancer thing, but as we are going through these hormonal changes, we really should be mindful of our intake of sugars, imitation sweeteners too, because that's a whole nother it's a whole nother conversation with the fake foods. But be mindful of that. And let's see, what else did I want to share? I talked about detachment, I talked about the sugars. Mahjong. So because my intention when I started at the end of August, in my last video I talked about the group and sharing wellness information and stuff like that, and then Mahjong kind of took my life over in the best way. So this was even before. This was somewhere in July. I had one of those moments that felt like just a divine intuitive moment where I just like, I know this was something I needed to look at. And there's things that happen like that. When it happens, like I've learned enough to go pay attention to that. So it happened and I went, oh, okay. Yeah, put on my list. I want to learn Mahjong. I don't know where that came from. It just came. And that was that. And I did. Eventually, because it was surgery and all of that stuff. And literally my goal was get up every day and live. Like even going through treatment, like most of my day was spent just taking care of my symptoms, doing things to help me feel better. So, but in September, I get a book. I started learning Mahjong, and I'm neck deep in it right now. So I actually like go play whenever I can. On Mondays, I'll drive. It's like an hour, but I'll drive and I'll go play. I have even gotten to the point where I created an online class, so that's available. There's an online Mahjong class that has different options, where I'm also going to start doing in-person play in Jersey City. We're going to do it at Brightside, and we're going to do open play and guided play. And there's a bunch of other stuff coming. So yeah, in between all of the things I had to do every day to help me feel better, Mahjong has been an absolutely divine distraction. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I'm looking over at my tiles sitting there. So yeah, if you guys are around, want to come in, that is what I'm going to be lending my time and energy to. We start January 20th. Interestingly enough, that's also the day I start radiation. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, see, it made me smile. I can't smile straight. But that's it. Oh, my hair actually started growing back like halfway through treatment. My hair started growing back. But here's where we are. And since my last treatment was only 2 weeks ago, there's still some more to come out. So that's what it does. But that's the deal. I know I've never really been a hat person, but it's winter and I'm in New Jersey, and so we have to, help myself be good. That's it for now. I send you guys all the love and wish you all the well-being for 2026. I am so in the Chinese zodiac, I am a horse, and 2026 is a horse year. It's also, if you pay attention to any of the folks on social media that do like astrology and that kind of stuff, 2025 was a serpent year, and it was the year of the snake, and snakes represent like shedding. My choice of word is burning, because of the chemo, and that's kind of what it was, and also because of the mythical phoenix. And so I feel like 2026 needs to be my phoenix year. It is going to be my horse year. It is going to be the year of forward motion, forward action. I am hopeful. I'm hopeful. All right, that is all. I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you at Mahjong. Mahjong.club is where you will find me, and that's the American version with 2 G's. So MAHJONGG.club. All right, bye.